Yeah. We really boxing. Who wanted the battle? Let's see.
Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO. This how it's finna go. I'ma throw some jabs. Make them think my punch is weaker than I hook his ass. This the ring, not the kitchen, but I'ma cook his ass. Me and him, that's the pro versus the rookie class. All my life I had to fight, but I still love it. Me and BVO got moves that you can't steal from us. And these haters be throwing shots, but I don't feel nothing. I ain't gonna lie, they alright, but we a little rough for stepping for the title and face your rival. This ain't no little tussle. Bet I be no bird, being chicken to get your feathers ruffled. Footwork, I'm dancing around my opponent like the Cupid shuffle. Good work, bodies hit the flow, they can't move a muscle. The upside is we ain't in the streets shooting and shooting up. Catch me in the ring, sticking, moving and suited up. I know everybody can eat, but I ain't full enough. Oh, you said it's smoking some beef? I guess I'm pulling up. Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is
For our viewers who don't know, tell them who the original man.
The original man is the Asiatic black man. He's the maker. He's the owner. He's the cream of planet Earth. He's father of civilization and God of this universe, Shakur. And there's only one God.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy BVO Boxing, man. Big show today. Of course, I got my guy, the Puerto Rican Prince, in the house, man. My man D Free. And I can't forget it about my guy, man, aka T'Challa, man. The biggest hater in the game, Mr. Blacks only, colors only. My man Prize Fighter. What's going on, brother?
Quite an introduction. Appreciate it.
What's going on? My man Timothy Taylor in the chat early. Salute to my man Timothy, man. He
Salute.
said Tank been a pro over a decade and has never fought a unified champion. It's time to take the training wheels off.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a fact. And, we're going to get into that. But I got to say, what we seen this weekend by Tank Davis was a rough performance, man. Salute to the queen in the house. Salute to my man like that. I feel like Tank won because of talent. Let me ask you guys the first question. So, from what you guys seen, do you think Tank can beat a guy like the Puerto Rican star Shakur, the guy from Jersey, the Puerto Rican?
Listen, it's going to be hard for anybody to beat Tank at 135 because it seems like people have success, but what happens, when they get hit? And that's what we were saying on this show, on previous shows. What happens when Frank gets hit? And we all kind of said the same thing. If he gets hit, then it's not going to be good. Nobody seems like they could withstand Gervonta Tank Davis's power. It looks like he's on another level he's light years away from anybody at 35. And I'm pretty sure he'll knock out all the 40-pounders too. He's going to be tough to beat, man. I mean, I just can't. It's going to take the right one, man, for sure.
What you think about that, Free?
I think Tank Davis beats everybody at 135 right now. Shakur, he tends to shell up when he's in there with a puncher.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, Tank Davis has a body attack. Shakur can only move for so long. We saw it happen with Frank Martin. Frank Martin was trying to stay away from Tank Davis, but Tank started going to that body, and it's only but so long you can stay away from Tank Davis. The problem is everybody at 135, they don't punch like Tank Davis. Like Tank Davis punch like he's at 147. Those guys at 135 don't punch like that. And so it has to be somebody to gain Tank respect in order for them to beat him, because Tank is going to keep coming. Like Shakur Stevenson, he doesn't have enough power to keep Tank from coming at him. Loma don't have enough power to keep Tank from coming at him. I don't see nobody at 135 has enough power to keep Tank Davis from coming at him. Now, can you outbox him? You can outbox him, but for so long. You have to stay perfect for 36 minutes. And we've seen nobody's ever been able to stay perfect for 36 minutes. Even the two guys that made it the distance, they wasn't perfect for 36 minutes because Tank still pulled out the win. So I just don't know if anybody can stand up to Tank Davis as far as his punching power because he's good enough to box with anybody at 135, and he's stronger than anybody at 135 as far as punching power. So I don't think nobody at 135 beats him.
I mean, I would agree with that. I think the Puerto Rican would be a good fight, but I think, he don't have enough power to keep Tank off of him. There's a guy that can beat him, but he's not ready yet, so it don't really count. But there's a guy from BVO Land, aka Cleveland, a guy named Abdullah Mason. You guys have never heard of him before, but I think Abdullah Mason, he just probably won't get the chance, but I think at some point he could be a real factor to fighting Tank. Salute to the queen. She said, what are you talking about? Tank got exposed. Tank didn't get exposed. Frank got knocked out. Tank won off experience. I'll say this. I agree to an extent about that. I maybe exposed is too strong a word. I just think that from what I've seen from Tank, I think Frank showed us something that I didn't know. I think he fought the best against Tank out of anybody because he showed us if you can outbox and keep Tank in the middle of the ring, you might have a chance. So that's why I think maybe the Puerto Rican got a shot, but we all know, man, there's a guy at 140, man, lineal champion, monster, 2 division champion, 2-time Ring Magazine world champion. Uh, some kid named Teofimo Lopez. I think that's the only guy we got that might be able to put hands on Tank. But I just want to see him against those guys because if you fight Loma, I'm gonna be honest, Loma won't let Tank get away with some of the stuff he got away with against Frank. But I'll say this: if he get any of them same blows that Devin Haney got, Loma's going to bed. And that's a fact. Loma's getting knocked out cold. If he gets hit the same way he was letting Devin hit him, he going to sleep. But I ask you guys this: what would you guys rate Tank's performance from A to Z? What would you give? What kind of letter grade would you guys give him after that performance?
I let Free go on. I went first, like I let Free go on
Salute to
that
my
one.
brother Piro in the house, man.
Zero.
I give Tank Davis a B plus, A minus. I know people like, oh, Frank Martin was outboxing Tank Davis the first couple of rounds. I mean, Tank Davis let him do what he did. Tank Davis put the high guard up and walked straight at him as soon as the bell rung. He put the high guard up and walked straight at him. He wanted Frank Martin to punch himself out. He knew Frank Martin had a bad weight camp. He knew Frank Martin was weak to the body. He knew Frank Martin power wasn't strong enough to hurt him. He's been in a sparring match with Frank Martin. He knew what Frank Martin was about. So
Yeah.
I give him a B plus, A minus because Tank Davis could have just went in there and boxed with Frank Martin and stopped him in the later rounds by just boxing him and still doing what he did. But he didn't need to do it. He just went ahead and went straight at him and said and showed everybody that he ain't strong as like he said he is. He said he was going to knock me out. I couldn't hit hard and all that. I'm sure y'all he can't hit hard because Tank remember that interview that he did on what was that
Guard talk.
yeah, he remember that interview when Frank Martin said, "Oh, Tank Davis can't hit hard." I caught Tank Davis with a good shot. I rocked Tank Davis. Tank Davis remember that. He remembered that interview. So Tank Davis went out there to show everybody. No, Frank Martin was out there bluffing. He don't punch as hard as he say he does. I'm gonna show y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
I
point.
give
But
him a
I
B.
will
I give
say
him a
this:
B plus.
Frank was putting hands on Tank. He was putting hands on Tank. Let's not forget.
I don't
He
know
was
about putting
putting
hands
hands on
on him.
Tank. I mean,
I feel like he was having a little success, but if you go back and
he was up
I
on all the
believe
scorecards. He was
I
up on
thought that
all the scorecards.
I
Charlie?
thought the judges had Tank up on the scorecard.
No, I'm talking before he got knocked out. Frank Martin was up on all the scorecards.
No, he wasn't.
No,
Yes,
he
he
wasn't.
was. I seen him
No.
up. Was it one?
I thought they said Tank
I
was
take
up on
that
the
back. I take that
scorecard.
back. Not all. I take it back. I was looking at the unofficial. My mistake. I'm looking at the unofficial.
Yeah, you
Unofficial
looking at
scorecard.
an official.
My mistake.
He wasn't up on all scorecards.
No, he definitely wasn't.
And what he say? What she said? The Queen said, Timothy Taylor. What do you think? Your core do shake the whole night. He's going to get touched by Tank, and you notice. I don't know. I think for someone to say a guy like Tio, who's been in there with Lomachenko when Lomachenko's actually young and at his best, I don't know. I got a video coming out soon that where Tank was saying that Tio was the only guy that's fighting real fighters. And I know a lot of people, get on me because I support, one of the best talents in boxing, Teofimo Lopez. A lot of people say he's a lot like Pretty Boy Floyd.
Just for the record, all judges, even the vast public, had Tank Davis winning 67-66. Every single one had it 67-66.
Yeah, that's why I thought I heard that he was up, on pretty much all the
He was
all the
on
scorecards.
every
Yeah.
single scorecard, including
Yeah.
the public. The public had it 67-66.
No,
So he was
whether we agree with that or not, it is what it is.
Yeah, I had Tank winning. I gave Frank Martin the first 2 rounds. You can possibly give him the third round, but after that, it was all Tank Davis. I saw Tank Davis pressing the action, and Frank Martin was just pretty much going from rope to rope. He was letting Tank Davis have his way with him. Tank Davis was catching him with good body shots. He was catching Frank Martin when Frank Martin would throw that jab. He was catching Frank Martin over top. And I think Frank Martin felt that power when he tried to dip out in the fourth round, and he got caught with a shot to the body as he tried to get out the way.
He tried to turn, yeah.
Frank Martin was like, nah, I'm not fighting with this dude. I'm gonna try to stay away.
You can hear him in the corner. I don't know if you guys seen the replay. He was in the corner telling DJ that them shots are hurting me, man. Them shots are hurting me. So, I mean, let's be honest. Nobody like body shots, man. And Frank did a good. Tank did a good job with the body shots, but I mean, I just don't see him. I just don't see him beating Tio. And I really think the Puerto Rican kid can give him a hard time. I just think the way I looked at Tank's face, it was red. I mean, he looked like he got his.
He was in the fight, BVO.
I mean, was Frankie not in the fight? And Frank didn't have a scratch.
Yeah, they had to wake him up though. They had to wake him up. They had to pick him up. I'd rather for me to have a little mouse on my face or two versus my people have to come pick me up.
For one, Frank Martin is a darker skinned individual, so you're not going to see bruises on him. You might see swelling, but you're not going to see bruises like that unless he's really been beat up. For two, Tank Davis is light skinned, so him getting hit in the face, he'll show his bruises much easier than Frank Martin would show his bruises. But like Prize said, one guy was getting off the mat, the other guy was doing a backflip.
Yeah.
Hey,
they had to pick him up.
But the funny thing is, just like Tank called it, they had to pick him up. It really reminded me of a movie called Boys in the Hood where they put him on the couch, and I could just see Errol, man, telling, "Give me the baby, give me the baby," because I mean he got stretched out, and the way he laid down, man, I thought he was asleep. And then he got up like the alarm clock was going off. I mean, I don't know if you guys seen the memes, man. He really
he laid down like that because he said when he hit the mat, his head bounced off the rail. I mean, off the mat, and he got a little dizzy from his head bouncing off the mat. So he said if he would have got up, he wasn't good. He wasn't good to go. So he was like he thought he can beat the count, but he couldn't. He said he for one he was half asleep when he got caught with the uppercut. The left hook just put him out, and when he hit that mat, his head bounced off the mat. That you got hit with 3 shots: a uppercut, a left hook, and the mat. You got hit with 3 shots.
She said, BVO, when you get that tape, send it to my email. Well, I'll say this. Timothy Taylor, you know what? I think Tio was playing around saying he won $30 million. We know Tio will take $1 million and whoop Tank's ass. But we can't wait I can't wait because now the real fight has to happen at some point. It's gotta be Tank and King Teo. We gotta see them fight. We gotta see them fight. After what we've seen, I've been saying this for many, many years at this point. There's nobody that's gonna beat him but Teo.
I
And
don't
a
see
lot of
T.
people don't like King Teo, but the brother Teo can fight, man. He can fight with the best of them. He beat Lomachenko easy. He beat Josh
No,
Taylor
he
easy.
didn't beat him easy. He beat him, but he didn't beat him.
Here we go.
Definitely
Here we
wasn't
go. Here we go with free hate again. But
No,
you
he
know
beat
what?
him. He beat him.
Why are we talking about this? Why are we talking about this Puerto Rican prince? I got something I want to ask you.
Go ahead.
BVO not Nostradamus or what? Didn't I tell you Antoine Russell gonna get his ass whooped? And he
No, you
did.
didn't. No, you didn't.
I did tell you.
No,
I
you did
did
not.
tell you. I did
No,
tell
you
you.
did not. You never said that. You said I don't like how he sit out the ring too long. You never said Antoine is going to get his ass whooped. You never said that ever.
I see my man D Freeze being technical, but I said if you sit outside the ring, you're gonna get your ass kicked. And what
No,
happened?
you did not say Antoine is going to get his ass whooped. You said, did you or did you not say Antoine was going to get his ass whooped? No, you didn't.
I
You
don't
never
remember
said
what you're talking about. I see what Freeze doing. Freeze playing his technical games. I
I'm not
can't
playing
beat him
that.
at
You
the
asked me a
He's
question.
playing his technical games.
I'm not playing technical anything. You asked me a question and I'm answering. You never in your entire time that I've known said that Antoine is going to get his ass whooped. When the hell have you said it?
I don't remember, but I'll say
Exactly.
this.
How
I'll
you going
say
to
this.
say
You
you
see
not
what Freeze
regardless?
doing.
You said
You
it. You
see
don't
what
even
Freeze
remember.
doing. I see what Freeze doing. He's
Dog,
always doing that.
you cooked
But
your
I
own.
ask you this.
You said your own self. You don't remember if you said it.
I ask you this.
You
What did
don't
you
remember.
guys think about? What did you guys think about Gary Antoine Russell losing a fight that he should have won? What you guys think about that?
I mean, I think it was just a lesson. He didn't lose like, where it was to the point where he got smoked. It was a close fight. Kid, he hasn't fought in a while, and he's knocked everybody out. So, he needed some rounds, but he got the rounds in, but he just came up a little short. But I mean, me personally, I don't. I just look at it as a minor setback. As long as Antoine get back in that ring this year, Antoine needs to be in the ring probably, going into the fall, the winter, around that time. We need
What
to
if he
see
don't come
Antoine
back to
again.
next spring like he like to do? Brian?
Then it's a problem. Then BBO, it's a major problem, and it's some of the things that was happening with that declarated family. They seem to can't. And part of it is nobody wants to fight them. Let's just make that clear too. That
That's
happened with Gary. Gary couldn't get anything. Gary just beat up mandatories because people think he wasn't a draw or this or that, whatever the reasons, they didn't fight him.
Mhm.
And I would hate for that to happen to Antoine because they connection in the ring looked good, like the training, the trainer to fighter looked, all that was intact. We just need some. He just needs some rounds. The kid needs some rounds. Minor setback. I'm not going to throw him in the trash like you like to do. I'm going to
Oh,
keep supporting.
whoa! I throw him in the trash.
I didn't say, but you like to throw fighters in the trash after one loss. I'm not. I'm riding with the Russells until they don't fight no more. And I've always rocked with them since
I'm
day
not the
one.
only one that sees it. I'm glad I'm not the only one to see it. But
Yeah.
Oh, see what? Freak, what you got something crazy to say about the black man?
no, you like throwing fighters in the trash after they lose. I'm glad I'm
One
not.
loss.
That's
Like
what I'm
you were talking about how Earl and them got beat to death and all this stuff. I'm like, damn. Earl literally lost one fight to the best fighter in the whole world. Can't nobody whoop him in boxing. Can't
He
nobody
didn't
beat
lose to
him.
Canelo. What are you talking about?
No, we did not lose.
I'm talking about Terrence Bud Crawford. The
Oh,
best
okay.
fighter,
Well,
hands
you
down,
meant
in the
top
world.
five. My bad. You meant top five.
Man, he's the best fighter in the world. He's the number one fighter in the world, in my eyes, until somebody whoops him or he retires. And then we can talk about the next key. If you want to put Usyk as number one, that's cool. I'm rocking with Usyk. He's a strong competitor for number one. Or
I got him at number
but
4. I got him at
that's
number
fine.
4.
That's fine. I don't have a problem with that either. But I'm saying I'm not going to throw Antoine away to answer your question. I'm not getting rid of him.
I
The
asked you
man got
guys this.
17, 18 fights. He will be back.
My man Timothy said David being in the video is gonna look like a car if he turns down that Bivol match. I'm gonna tell you this. He
I
won't
thought
beat
David said he
Demetrius
was going
Bivol.
back to 68.
The white Andre Ward will kick his ass. That's not even a good fight. David Benavidez got exposed, guys. He looked horrible, man.
He
He
didn't
could
look
have
No,
knocked
he
horrible.
this
didn't.
guy out. This guy was old.
He
This
didn't look
guy was
horrible.
slow-footed. And
First of all,
like Free said it best, man. Hold on,
nothing.
did I just hear you what you say
I didn't say
that
nothing.
Teal's going to beat Tank? Did I hear you say it's okay to make
Yeah,
the
he
fight?
says it all. Yeah, he
Yeah,
says
I
it
will
all the
be there
time.
when you shut. Well, I'm going to shut you down.
I don't know.
I want you to be there because I've been telling everybody about Tio for many, many years.
And
The
still
whole
no.
time we've been up here, all Tio has done is beat Lomachenko, who was #1 pound for pound, beat Josh Taylor, who was top 10 pound for pound.
He said he
I
been
mean,
talking.
I'll be honest with you. I got Tio as my #7 pound for pound fighter in the world. But I will say this: after that
That's
performance
fine.
I seen from Tank, I think Tank is a top 5 pound for pound fighter.
He said
I got him at #5. I feel like what he did, what he's done, is second to none. I like how Tank's moving. We need to see him in there with some more blacks and some more Puerto Ricans. But he went in there and, like I said, he went in there and whooped Frank's black ass. So I can't get mad. So he did what we asked him to do.
no,
But
no,
it's
no.
gotta be one of those Spanish kids, whether it's Shakur or whether it's King Tio. We gotta see him with the Puerto Rican or the Honduran. One of the two, man. That's how I look at it.
Back
That's a
to
fact.
David Benavidez. For
Yeah.
one, he didn't look like trash. I don't know what you was watching. He didn't look like trash. I saw David Benavidez moving his head more than I've ever seen him do before. I
Yeah.
seen David Benavidez actually boxing a lot better than I seen him done before. The problem is with David Benavidez why he didn't get the knockout. He injured his hand in the fight. He injured
Oh
both.
my God.
No, I ain't gotta sit here and lie. I'm going by what the man said. He showed his hand at the post. He injured his hand in the fight. I ain't gotta lie. That's what the man said. That's what the man showed.
No
He
one
injured
said
his
you
hand.
lying, Free. What are you talking about? Who said you
No,
lying?
he beat the man easy. He beat him easy. What are you
Stop.
Pretty
talking?
much.
He
Stop.
beat him easy.
I think that David Benavidez, what happened was that he was surprised himself that his power did not come up to 75. Other than that, he looked the part. He looked pretty sharp to me. Like Free said, we all said it on the when we called the fights that his head movement and his defense looks a lot better than what it ever has. So, I mean, I think he looked good, but I heard the rumors of him saying he's going back to 68.
Yeah.
I don't know if he. I mean, I guess so.
He
Maybe
didn't.
he can make the weight, but
He didn't say he's going back to 68. He said he's gonna campaign at 175. He's making his own way. They asked him about Canelo. He said, "Don't ask me about Canelo. I'm making my own way. I'm a campaign at
Brother Free.
175."
Brother Free. Can I ask you a question? Free, can I ask you a question? Free, did we not hear this whole press conference, him clout chasing Canelo? And then he was so it was so egregious. He had his little bitty son, God bless his son, saying Canelo, Canelo, Canelo. It was disgusting, man. Why is he always riding Canelo's nuts, man?
Just told you what the man said. They try to ask him about Canelo. He said, "Don't ask me about Canelo. I'm making my own way. I'm campaigning at
He
once."
talked about Canelo like a dog, man.
You want to talk about Canelo? He said, "Don't ask him about Canelo. He's making his own way at 175." So do you want him to talk about Canelo or you don't? He said,
I
"Don't
want him
ask."
to keep Canelo's name out his mouth till he earn a shot.
He didn't say nothing about Canelo. What are you talking about? He didn't say
Okay.
nothing about Canelo.
Okay. My man Timothy said, ain't nowhere for Benavidez to hide. He got the fight, David Morrell and Beasley or Beterbiev. We already know David Benavidez was scared to death of King Arthur Beterbiev because he had an opportunity to fight him many years ago when he missed the weight. Salute to the Queen saying, "Man down, we'll be back soon."
yeah.
I think we're gonna be eating some more fish. We're gonna be eating some more fish soon. I
Billy's
think
not
he's coming back in November, but we're gonna be eating some fish soon.
He's coming back in October. Where you get November from?
Huh? I heard him say he said October, November. That's what I heard him at the press conference say October, November. And Timothy said monsters don't enter their hand. And you're right, he's not a monster. He's a Mexican from Arizona. He's not what people think he is.
BVO just mad because he got the fans wanting to see him fight Canelo Alvarez.
Why would I be mad about that, Free? I only like the best fights,
That's
Free.
all you ever talk about.
I like only the best fights, Free. You just saying that to me because I'm
You don't like the best fights. You don't.
since when?
No, you don't.
Since when?
Because you kept saying he don't deserve to fight Canelo. He don't deserve to fight Canelo.
Not to mention, you're all right with Teo fighting Claggett.
Hold on. You said top 15 guy? Yeah, I'm not
That's
mad
not
about that.
the best fights.
That's not the
He
best.
said
fight.
my man Piro dropped some facts on my man D Free. He said moved his head right into his punches. He got another head on his cheeks.
What? How many rounds did the Russian or the Ukrainian dude win? The Ukrainian dude. How many rounds did he win?
I don't know. It looked like a close fight. I would give it
What?
probably 8-4. 8-4.
Now
What?
I'm about
8-4.
Well, I ain't gonna say. Well, I'll take that back. Not close fight.
That's not a close fight.
It was 8-4. My mistake. It was 8-4. But I say he should have knocked him out. As Free said it before, he fought King Arthur 5 years ago. So I don't know. She said big facts. D Free, tell him. I don't know what you're talking about, Queen. But I'll just say this because I got to speak the truth because I know my man Free won't do it. What we seen with David Benavidez was a good performance. But I say this, I love the car all the way through. I'll be honest, I don't want to see Gary Russell, what is he? Gary Antoine Russell not fighting. I want to see him fight at least, maybe at least one more time before the year is up. I would prefer two, but I know we won't get that from him. But I would love to see him fight at least 1 or 2 times before this year is up. And to lose to a guy like Pulo or whatever the guy's name was, that was a horrible loss. I would say I love Gary Russell Jr., but man, he failed as a coach. It was an awful game plan. But
Get out of here.
The good thing was this. The good thing was he got his ass kicked, and now he got to go back to the gym, which he has no problem doing. But he actually got to fight because no matter what you do, you can't train. You can't. Hold on, one second, let me finish. You can't train for a fight the same. You can't mimic what happens in a fight because the fights are so unpredictable. So I hope Gary Anton Russell get off his lazy ass and start fighting. That's all I can say.
No,
that's not. Wait a minute.
I don't know who you calling lazy, but anyway.
No, wait a minute. He's in the gym every day, BVO.
As a boxing fan.
I don't know who you calling lazy, but anyway, David
Benavidez lazy. He's in the gym every day.
The most rounds David Benavidez lost in that fight was 3. That's
Is
the
that
most.
Not what I said? 4 Free. I was off.
I'm just saying. Y'all saying it was close.
That's not a close fight to me. 8-4.
He didn't knock him out. He didn't knock him out.
It doesn't matter. No, you act like he knocked out everybody. He got more than just one fight that went the distance.
Free, you told me this was an old man he was fighting. Free, you told me this.
I said the man hurt his hand. What you want him to do? The man hurt his hand.
Knock the guy out.
No, he hurt his hand. Tank Davis ain't knock out Pitbull Cruz. He hurt his hand. What are you talking about?
He said Matias and David Benavidez lost their boogeyman titles. That's the fact.
Wait, wait, hold on. Read that comment again. He said Benavidez lost his boogeyman.
He said Matias and David Benavidez lost their boogeyman titles.
No, Matias never was a boogeyman to me. He was just a Casper the Ghost and I wish the homie X was here the last couple times. I never believed in him, and I can speak for X. X never believed in him. We never believed in him.
I'm gonna tell you like
he's a walking punching bag. I've been saying it from day one. Y'all can't. What are y'all looking at? Where this guy's going to just run through everybody, taking the punishment that he does. You guys don't know boxing.
So I'm gonna tell you like this: David Benavidez might have lost his boogeyman card or whatever. But for one person, he ain't lose it, and that's Canelo. That man That man is still the boogeyman of Canelo. But going back to the scorecards, they had it 117, 111 on 2 scorecards, and 119, 109 on 1 scorecard.
So he's always around.
Yes, card.
That's not a close fight at all.
He got smoked.
It was 8-4, Free. I mean,
3. That's not a close fight, BVO.
In my opinion, I'm giving you my score. I had an 8-4, but I'm just saying you got to knock a guy like that out. If that was Beterbiev, he would have knocked him out.
We was 12 rounds in a fight, and you only win 4. That's not close.
David Morrell is gonna be fighting on that Terrence Crawford card that they got with the Dream. So when he fight the Dream, I think that's August 9th, right?
August something.
It's August something. I'll get the date for you, but it's in August. My man Timothy said the PBC budget won't allow Gary Antoine Russell to fight. It's not the PBC budget because they're a very beloved family. I just think, pardon me, I just think that Gary Antoine Russell don't want it. It's just that's just what it is. He don't want it. He don't
That's
want it.
cap. That's such
And when
cap.
you don't want it, that's what happens. And I love him as a fighter. I could just say for the guy that fought Booth Ennis many years ago, that Gary Antoine Russell is not around anymore. The one that monster we've seen in the amateurs, he's not there anymore. So we got to give it up.
Was talking about. I don't know who Puro was talking about. One judge had an 8-4 because none of the judges had an 8-4. None of them.
No, he said I had an 8-4 as well.
No, he says so did one of the judges.
I didn't know. I don't remember the judges having an 8-4, but I did. She said,
none of them had an 8-4.
Guys, y'all see Gary Russell receive the ugly belt with the slaves with chains on it. Was so proud of the belt.
That was a disgrace. That belt.
Wasn't that for Juneteenth though?
I don't give a damn what it was for. It's a disgrace.
That's a racist belt. That's what it is.
And the crazy part about it is that the WBC is so ignorant. They so ignorant. They don't even know that shit was like people borderline racist or racist, whatever you want to call it.
That belt is racist. The belt is got 2 hands in shackles. That's a racist.
Yeah, I mean, make it make sense.
Hold on, Free. You ever been? You from DC? You've been to Lincoln Monument? They got slaves all over that monument. Is that racist?
Slaves all over what monument?
Over the Lincoln Monument.
No, they don't.
Look up in the top. You see the slaves and the paintings up on the top.
They got him freeing the slaves. You big head idiot.
You saw how he talked to the black man. This guy's a goofball. Anyway, he said Canelo decided if he's fighting William. No, Canelo's not fighting William Skull. He already vacated the belt. Unfortunately, IBF is unfair. They did the same thing to Jamel Charlo. They stole the belt from him. So he's not going to, unfortunately, he's not going to have the fight. So it is what it is. But I'll say this, though. I was really impressed with that event. I feel like Tank Davis, he actually showed up and showed out. To see him have that place look like it was packed. And to have Ryan Garcia in the building with the give me the rematch, I mean, it was star after star in there. I mean, Tank Davis is probably the #1 attraction in boxing, and I got to give him his credit. He's the #1 attraction in boxing, man. So can't wait to see more of him. He said, I don't know if y'all heard Mr. Gary Russell say he's going to whoop Tank's ass. Now, mind you, he hasn't fought. He's been training in 2 years. He's been telling everybody he's gonna beat Tank's ass for a long time. I'll put it like this: Mr. Gary Russell is one of the most talented guys. He's like you ever heard that saying, "The greatest story never told"? That's Gary Russell Jr. He really could have been somebody special, but because he didn't necessarily get his way, he wouldn't take the fights to do it. But he had all the time in the world, and he decided to kind of waste it. So I mean, it is what it is, man. But I ask you guys this: what do you guys think about everybody kind of being shook on how easy Tank made Frank Martin look? Because I mean, he made Frank Martin look easy. Is Frank Martin that bad, or is Tank that good?
Tank is just that good. I mean,
what fight did he not make look easy?
Yeah, I mean, he pretty much made every fight he's been in not no real competition. So, like I said, Tank Davis is #1 at 35, and I don't think nobody can beat him. And Shakur got a good chance, but you know how when he goes into a fight knowing somebody can punch, he comes in with a different kind of game plan. So we have to wait and see.
Hey, my man Tim said Bob Arum and Eddie Hearn must have paid YouTube not to flag YouTube channels that were streaming the fight. I would file a discrimination on their ass. I don't know why you guys are saying the belt is racist. I mean, it's trying to give props to Juneteenth. I mean, that's when they freed us, man.
No, it's not.
It's not.
You think everything that Mauricio do is great? It's not. That joint is racist.
Mauricio. Oh, I'm sorry. The guy that favors Black Americans. I'm
Oh,
sorry that I have a soft spot in my heart for him. His father, the great
you have
Jose Suleiman, was the
a
same way.
soft heart for everybody that's racist. You got a soft heart for Donald Trump too.
Here you go.
Damn.
We don't talk no politics in here, but you know what? We know that Free got Trump. It's okay. Um, I,
You know I got who?
it's okay, Free. But let me ask you guys this though.
I'm not even voting.
Let me ask you guys this. If you talk about fights next, who do you guys want to see Tank fight next? I hear it's going to be Lomachenko and maybe November. What do you guys think? Who's going to be the best fight for him coming up next?
I want Tank to fight everybody that's on that list that was talking shit that he said he got the list out and he's going after everybody. Everybody said Tank wasn't fighting the best fighters. He get Loma. That's one of the fighters everybody wanted to see him fight. I want to see him get him. If it's Shakur, that's one of the guys everybody said they want to see him fight. I want to see him get him. I want him to get everybody that they kept saying Tank Davis is scared to fight. If it's Tio, if it's Devin, if it's Loma, if it's Shakur, whoever it is, I want him to get everybody that they said he's scared to fight. Right now, it looked like it's Loma because Bob said they've been talking for weeks now of making that fight. So it looked like it might be Loma next. Loma's going to retire with a early retirement fee. And he's gonna go ahead and take his tail back to Ukraine. He had a good run, and we're gonna move on after that.
Timothy
Yeah.
just said Tank shaking Ryan's hand was a bad look. How was that a bad look,
Yeah,
Tim?
that was wild, corny.
That wasn't a bad look.
I don't know about a bad look, but it was just kind of lame.
I mean,
Ryan's innocent, man.
Ryan ain't innocent.
Go ahead.
Ryan is guilty. Ryan just wanted to get up there and show off his new T-shirt. That's what Ryan do. He just wanted to give
He's
this
a cornball.
shirt. He showed the shirt. And Tank Davis started laughing. He was like, "Yeah, okay, I knocked you out again."
But on the flip side of things, though, I understand like they got money together, so you know.
Big money. I mean, well,
But I'm with brother Tim though. That shit was wild, corny though.
well, let me ask you guys this. This is kind of a little off track, but what did you guys think about seeing that sparring footage finally be released, and then we seen Devin, the American Dream, throw a punch at Tank while Tank had his back turned to him and didn't do anything.
Oh, I don't think he
Let me
tried
ask
to
you
hit
this
him
one.
now. He ain't trying to take his head off.
Is Devin Haney one of the worst guys in boxing, or what do you got?
First of all, he was 16 in there. Second, he didn't even try to he hit him, but he didn't try to like knock his head off.
With his back?
Yeah, he just clocked him, but he didn't try to like hurt Tank.
You
And
would do
remember,
that? You would do something
he
like
was
that?
a teenager. I don't know. It's a dog war. He turned his back. You know, Floyd got rules in there. You know, so.
And then we seen Bill Haney hop in the ring, about to get beat up. And then I think the most egregious thing that I've seen in that whole fight was that it really proves that you know Devin Haney is a liar. Everything about him is a facade, man.
The only thing I've seen out that sparring footage, the only thing I seen as of note, because sparring is sparring, but the only thing I see of note out of that footage was Floyd Mayweather is a hater. He put that joint out to try to degrade Tank Davis on one of the biggest nights of his career because everybody came out there to see Tank Davis and he did his thing.
Well, they did the same thing that they did to Dev, Free, when Dev beat Regis.
You said that Floyd Mayweather is a hater?
Yeah,
Floyd Mayweather. He the one that gave the footage to Fight Hype.
What would he hate him for what?
He gave the footage to Fight Hype. Dev didn't have that footage.
What did he hate about? What are you talking about, Free?
This part of the show is going to be me and Prize talking to each other because we understand that BVO has bias towards Floyd Mayweather. So me and Prize will talk about this together. But he was the one that put this video. He had this video since Tank Davis was 21 years old. Tank Davis is now 29. 8 years later, all of a sudden.
And Devin is what?
All of a sudden, Devin is 25.
Right. He was 16 in that video.
All of a sudden,
let me ask you guys this. What did you think about Tank's coach Kenny, saying that Floyd wanted to keep Tank locked up in a slave deal?
That's true. That's true. I told you.
Guys talk about Floyd Mayweather like this.
Dog, it's true.
Salute to Miss
Floyd,
Jeff Do.
Floyd, dog, all you got to do is look at Floyd's track history. All you got to do is look at his track history. Anybody he can't get money with or he can't make money off of, he throw them away and he try to degrade them. It's bound to come out something about Leonard Ellaby in the next couple of weeks. It's going to be something about Leonard Ellaby come out. Guarantee you. That's what Floyd does. If he can't make money with you, he's gonna do something to try to degrade you. Look at his relationship with 50 Cent. Look at his relationship with Tank Davis. Look at his relationship with other fighters. Look at his relationship with daggone Leonard Ellaby. Look at his relationship with his baby mother.
Sad to see what happened with Leonard, man. Leonard been around the block, man. He worked his way to where he is, and I guess he didn't like him.
Hold on. I'm not gonna let you do that. You said Floyd's a hater of what?
He's just trying to piss on Tank's night.
No, he's a hater because I told you before. You didn't want to listen to me. At this point in Tank's career, he's a bigger star than Floyd was at that point in his career. Tank Davis got a bigger deal than Floyd got when he was 29 years old when he signed with Showtime. Tank Davis got a bigger deal. Tank Davis is a
paper. It's many years later, Free. Who made the way for him to get that deal?
It doesn't make a difference who made the way. If you're hating on somebody, you hate us. Dog, I can make the way for somebody, but if I hate on them, I hate on them. It is what it is.
That's just like one of my people say, "Hey man, see if you can get me into the union." I'd be like, "All right," and then I don't, and I just say, "Man, I ain't getting."
That's just like.
But what is he jealous of? Have you seen? He got like 30 cars. He got a bunch of houses.
But he's got all that stuff, and he still wants to be an active fighter. He still can't let the pound for pound #1 go. He can't let it go, bro. He has a problem. He's not happy with all that stuff.
Hold on one second. I even see this. Hold on one second. I got my guy, man, the philosopher, Mr. Thomas Hill, man. Tank Davis' #1 fan. Mr. Thomas Hill. What's going on, Tommy Hill? How you feeling, my brother?
I'm great, man. You know what I'm saying? Blessed to see another one, and we over here talking about, people doing what people do, unfortunately. And, sometimes you see the ugly side of folk when things ain't rubbing them the right way.
Right. You want to know what Floyd is
I believe Devin and Floyd ain't shit. Floyd played a big part in that.
You want to know what Floyd is hating on Tank Davis for? What is he jealous of Tank Davis for?
Yes.
He's hating on Tank Davis and jealous of Tank Davis for the spotlight. The spotlight is on Tank Davis right now. And he's
boxing spotlight.
Put him there. Put him there, Free. What are you talking about?
No, he had to win. He had to go win the fight too, though.
Okay, BVO, man. Just listen to what he's saying though. Like when Floyd was on when GTD was on Floyd Mayweather's banner, and the spotlight was on him in the fight. Who was doing the talking?
Floyd.
Who was getting the shine? Who was talking about themselves?
Floyd.
It was Floyd.
Same way he did to Carmel. The same thing he did to Carmel on Carmel's night. He came up there talking about he made hundreds of millions of dollars. Well, we know. Everybody knows he got hundreds of millions of dollars.
We know who put.
I helped Floyd get that $100 million. All the damn pay-per-views I bought.
Example. They was asking Tank Davis a question. Floyd grabbed the mic and he said, "How many fighters beat me? How many championships?"
No, that was Camille Moulton.
That's even worse.
He did Tank that way too. But he definitely did Carmel. Yeah, he did Tank that way too.
How many championships I won? Okay. No, we're not talking about you. We're talking about the fighter. The fighter who's
hold on. I'm trying to figure out Thomas Hill. This man, and this is Free. This is my brother. He just said that Floyd is jealous.
I think no. What he said it was the spotlight.
I just want you to know that
spotlight. He said the spotlight.
The boxing
spotlight. Because if you think about it, how many names pull more clout than Floyd Mayweather in boxing right now? Right now, name the names that pull more clout than Floyd.
None.
So now you got a name on the rise that's starting to bubble. And then if you look beyond the horizon, you can see the potential for him to sell out stadiums. There are potential matchups where he can make that will sell out stadiums, and ain't nobody did that. Not never. And he's getting the steam, the momentum to do that because the people he's starting to fight is the people that everybody said he was scared to fight, that he would not fight. And now he's gonna run through them one by one. And he's gonna throw in a little Dev here and maybe a little Ryan there, maybe a little Pitbull too. But he's going through the names that everybody said he was afraid
You ain't say
to
Tito.
fight.
If you did, you see what you did, Thomas Hill. I love it. Go ahead, my bad.
Oh, Tio. Oh, well, you know, Tio remembers the sparring session. He knows what he
was
see. A lot of these people,
16.
they sparred him and they already know. You said you saw the whole Devin Haney spar. At what point did you see Devin Haney hurt Tank in the sparring
I
session?
told you he never hurt him. He never hurt him.
You saw the full one, right?
Yeah, he never hurt him.
So what you saw was somebody told to go over there and handle business, and then that same Mickey Fricky that told him, it was the nigga that hopped in the ring and stopped the fight. If you my boy and you tell me, hey man, I got this Mickey Fricky over here that's just talking mad junk, I need you to come over here and run shop on him, and I go over there and do it, and you be the dude to stopping it, I'm done. I don't want to go no more. Cause you sent me over here. I was here having fun, smoking, drinking, and messing with women. You told me, hey yo, there's something I need you to handle. And then I go over there and handle it. You be the man to stop it? I'm done. And I'm not in shape.
You're absolutely right about that, Tommy. Salute to Naheem the Dream. And I know you know your stuff, Queen. I'm just saying, when it comes to Tank, y'all gotta take off the rose-colored glasses.
There's no rose-colored glasses.
Let me say this. What would Floyd, Joy, Mayweather be jealous of? He done it all. Like Shorty Lowe. He done it all.
He did. And ain't nobody touching him right now. But there is potential. What D. Free was saying, at this juncture in their careers, the more decorated person may have been Floyd, the more heralded person is Tank. Tank got more acclaim right now than Floyd had at this point in their careers. Now, he probably ain't fought the people that Floyd fought at this point in his career, but he is making more money. He is demanding. He's getting paper. When was Floyd getting pay-per-views, dog? Tell me, when was Floyd getting pay-per-views? After Oscar. He's doing it before anybody that he's fighting bums, and he's getting pay-per-views, and they selling out. Come on, it's a different stratosphere. So now just think, if he starts piling these bodies up, or these people that they said he was scared to fight, and he starts dispatching them and getting them up out of there, are we talking stadiums? And ain't nobody sold out no stadium.
Salute to Lucy. I'm gonna ask you this real quick, Thomas, because somebody in the chat got a real question for you and Free, since y'all want to talk crazy. Name one future Hall of Famer that Tank has on his resume. Name one.
Just one?
Leo.
Name one.
Leo Santa Cruz.
Damn, you do got one. My bad. Go ahead. My bad. Leo going to the hall. You right about that.
But see, you guys are looking for you're looking for name recognition,
accolades,
and stuff like that. We're talking about what puts cheeks in seats and what generates income. Nigga, when you was my man, when you asked that question, we taking it back to Floyd. When you was going shopping to get something for Floyd in the time Floyd was running things, was it costing what it was costing now?
Of course not. No.
Hell no, not even close. Inflation done kicked in, and so has it in this time and age where they getting money and they making and they making buku bucks off of these Mickey Frickies, and Tank is making the most.
Exactly, quickly, exactly.
And nobody can deny that. Well, maybe Canelo. Canelo might be making more than him. But other than that, you talking about somebody that's like 29 years old?
I'm about to say, how old is Canelo?
I'll put like this. Canelo wasn't as big as Tank was at that same age, so I'll give you that.
Nobody has been. That's what we're saying. Nobody has been.
No, all you got to do is look at Tank Davis. Like I said, look at Tank Davis at 29 years old. Look at Floyd at 29 years old. How many times did Floyd sell out an arena? Multiple arenas, not just one arena. Multiple arenas by the time he was 29. Never sold out an arena by the time he was
29. Floyd ain't start getting that in the back of his career.
If he did, it was in Vegas, his hometown.
He didn't start doing pay-per-views until he became Money Mayweather.
Yeah, until after he took out
When he beat Oscar.
De La Hoya.
When he beat
Because De La
Oscar.
Hoya.
Yeah.
No, all you gotta do. The man Tank Davis is breaking records on box office. He's breaking records. He broke a record. He sold more than the Rolling Stones at the Capital One Arena here in DC. More than a Rolling Stone. He broke the record at the Barcade. No, the man is doing his thing.
Yeah, he's on his way. He's on his way to getting them $250 million and three, like what Floyd did. And Floyd sees that, and Floyd's not stupid. So he does things. Floyd just does stuff.
BVO.
Not necessary.
BVO. I'm sorry about that, Prize. BVO. Arena know her stuff, man. She know her stuff. She and she love her some Tank. She'll go crazy over some Tank. Now that's a super friend right there. But yeah, no, shout out Kwee too. But no, what D3 is simply saying is that, like, if you look at trajectory at this point in their career, ain't no boxer, with the exception of maybe Muhammad Ali, because I don't think nobody has ever been to move the amount of money that Muhammad Ali has made, and maybe he did it in time.
Mike Tyson made some money.
Maybe Mike Tyson, but you think about when he was fighting, how much the dollar was worth, as opposed to now. Man, that dude, he was selling millions every single dang view he was in the ring. So it's rare when you got somebody like Tank who ain't fight nobody. Like you said, you can't even name no Hall of Famer, Hall of Famer, and he's selling out.
Timothy said Tank average pay-per-view numbers without fighting Ryan Garcia is under 200K.
No, where you get your stats from, dog? Where you?
You always got haters, bro. It's gonna always be haters.
I need to know where his stats came from.
They came from that. What's that dude? What's that name? What's my man's name?
Glazer.
Yeah, Glazer. They Glazerman stats.
No, because I need to know, because until you can show me where Tank did an average of 200 pay-per-views, 200,000 pay-per-views, you can't quote that. You can't show me the daggone stats.
Well, just pull up his last, 4 fights and see what his numbers did.
Well, let's just see how long it takes to release these pay-per-view numbers, because we still haven't got Ryan and Devins. So let's see how long it takes.
You're not gonna get that coming from the Zone. They never release pay-per-view numbers.
They do when they sell. When they sell good.
When it's big. They showed it hell when Ryan and Tank fought. Guess who released them damn things? The Zone. Oh yeah, we reported this from our side alone.
Showtime as well.
Yeah, but they reported what they had sold on their side.
Yeah, they felt like they needed to come out with that. They usually don't release numbers, but since the event was so big and massive,
when Canelo fought Triple G, they came out with their numbers.
Oh yeah, they definitely came out with the numbers with that one too.
Yeah.
That's Canelo though.
Sure did. Yeah, but I don't know, Timothy. I can't quote you on that. Tank under 200,000.
No,
I can't quote that.
What's up, Kwee?
You're not gonna pull up those.
We know it's a lie. Kwee. We ain't even tripping. It's a narrative. I won't say it's a lie. It's a narrative to keep Tank down, to suppress him. Just like he ain't got no skill. All he do is wait for a knockout to happen, a lucky punch. He ain't making these people make mistakes. He ain't doing things to make them prone to coming into a shot that he's setting up. He's just fortunate. He's always losing. We know this. We know the deal. This is what it is. This is what it's always going to be. And even when he dispatches of all these people that he can't beat, that he ain't got more skill than, it's going to be the same topic.
He said Tank versus Cruz and Garcia is so under 200K.
Like I said, until you can show me the stats.
That's the Glazerman stats.
No, show me the numbers. Show me where you got your numbers from.
Shout out to Naheem the Dream said the BVO. Shout out to BVO Boxing for the late night boxing fix. Yeah, we try.
That's man. Naheem.
Try to pull up. Shout out Miss Just
Dude. We got to show her love.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, if you're gonna be in Philly, and I know you in Philly or close to Philly, y'all need to pull up, come boost like.
Yeah.
Because Miss Just Do gonna be in there in that kitchen making magic happen, and so is being boxing news, and so is Jay Hardcore. And I think it's gonna be a couple of other people too. I think Mike Rim might be there.
Hold on. Let me play that video so Miss
Yeah,
Just
play
don't.
that video, homeboy. Let me put this in the chat.
Hey there, folks. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we've got some thrilling news for all of you. We're launching a raffle where you can win a brand new 55-inch television just by making a payment of $10. Yes, you heard it right, just $10. Each entry must be made through Cash App with your name. The winner will be announced live at our GBT meet and greet on July 13th. The more entries you make, the higher your chances of taking home this outstanding flat-screen television. So, don't miss this incredible opportunity. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on this exciting contest. And remember, with each entry you make, you increase your chances of winning this amazing prize. Thanks for tuning in and good luck to all of you.
Hey, but my man Timothy Taylor got a message for D3. He said, Leonard Ellaby ain't never dispute those numbers when asked by Fight Hype. Bam.
I don't care if Leonard Ellaby dispute the numbers or not. I said, show me where you got your stats from. I didn't ask you what Leonard Ellaby said.
I mean, is it a debate that what D3 said? Though? I mean, I want to know. Like, do you really BVO? Do you believe that at that time, in this space and time, and in any era, people been doing what Tank been doing?
It's never happened. It's never happened.
I can say Earl Spence never did more than 250 pay-per-views outside of
no. To tell you the truth, on this one, we really all agree. It's no doubt. Tank Davis has kind of been a very unlikely star. I mean, he's really done a lot, and he's only 29. And I'll be honest, Floyd wasn't this big of a star. Not at this age. So I mean, hats off to Floyd. I think Floyd really got to stop being so jealous. I won't say he's jealous of him as a person. I think he got to understand that everybody has their time in the sun. I think, unfortunately, it's time for light skin. You know, some people call Tank Tevin Campbell. It's Tevin Campbell's turn to do it. So you can't get mad. It is what it is, man. Everybody had a run, man. His run is over. Now it's Tevin Campbell's turn. So I want to see Floyd, aka Tevin Campbell, do some big stuff, man. He's very entertaining. I got him top 5 pound for pound.
He's higher than that.
Go ahead.
He's higher than that, man.
Yeah.
Come on, Thomas.
Because I'm gonna tell you, man. Okay, if your boy Tio fights Frank Martin, it will not go like that. It will not go like that.
At 135, it wouldn't.
You guys say he fight bums because he make these dudes look like bums. These dudes not bums.
They're definitely not
Frank
bums.
Martin is a prospect, bro. What are you talking about?
Oh my God, this nigga is ranked in the top 5 in 2 different damn organizations, dog. What are you talking about?
BVO, you do realize when you fight for a title, you are no longer a prospect.
This is his first time fighting for a title.
It doesn't matter. You're no longer a prospect when you fight for a title. You're a contender.
Timothy Taylor said Canelo is the only other fighter who sells under 400K.
Technically, when you are in contention to fight for a title, when you're in the top 10, you're no longer a prospect. You're a contender.
Naheem, you say that, but you know for a fact that Tio stops Frank Martin. I'll be honest, nobody's going to do what Tank is doing because even Tio didn't have that one punch gift from God knockout power. It was more of an accumulation.
But it's beyond that, though. Everybody goes to the power.
That's what it is. That's what
it wasn't that he kept making Frank Martin back into the corner. People say, "Oh, Frank kept laying on the ropes." Well, he didn't have a choice because Tank was forcing him to the ropes, and that's where. And then he was working on the punch that he got him with. So I mean, he did everything right. I give him a B+. He got hit a little bit more. He showed that a boxer. Hold on, Free. He showed that a boxer would give him a little problem until he get clocked, and you're gonna get hit because he's good. So you're going to get hit. But when they get hit, nobody reacts right. So until then, I'm gonna go with what the brother said. What did he say? It's Tank's era, and until somebody gonna do better. I can't. It jumped on me, but somebody said it's Tank's era until somebody gonna do something better.
I got something for BVO. I know BVO seen it because I sent it to him. You saw the video I sent to you about Tank when Tank was in the back working the pad. I think I sent it to Thomas Hill too.
Say it one more time.
That the video I showed you of Tank Davis working the pads in the back, and
Yeah, I got that.
he did exactly what he did on the pads to Frank Martin.
He goes over the stuff like he's well prepared, bro. Like he's well prepared for his opponents. Like he knows his opponents better than they know themselves.
I'll put it like
And
this. Let's see him do it. Let's see him do it versus the Puerto Rican and Tio, and then we'll give him his props.
I'm giving his props right now.
I'm not gonna wait.
I don't need to wait. I've seen enough. I know what I'm looking at.
You're looking at a very good. I mean, I like Tevin. I like Tevin Campbell. I do. I don't know why people. I don't know why people hate on him.
You like him, but you're saying that Shakur and Tio shows you more in the ring. They have more layers to their game.
You gotta remember Shakur and Tio are more accomplished than Tank. They both, one is a 3-division champion, one is a 2-division champion. I mean,
so what is Frank? What is Tank?
He's a 3-division. Oh, that's right. They emailed him a belt, so he's a 2-division champion. My bad.
3-division.
He's a 3-division.
No, it's not. We don't count Mickey Mouse belts.
He's a 3-division 5-time champion.
No, Josh Taylor. If y'all want to give my man Tio undisputed, he's not giving nobody no dog championship for a regular belt.
If we don't count the Mickey Mouse belt, then Lennox Lewis was never undisputed.
And Pacquiao didn't win 8 divisions.
He never won 8 divisions, man. We not counting no Ring Magazine as a division.
I'm not even talking about Manny Pacquiao. I'm talking about something that's legitimate. Lennox Lewis was never undisputed if you don't count the WBA regular belt.
I'll be honest, I don't think Jake Paul stares nearly as much as Tank. Because you got to remember this.
Tim Taylor, who's your favorite fighter, player?
Probably Jake Paul.
No, I'm not counting no exhibition fight. He ain't fighting nobody. I'm not counting that. Where is that man ranked in pro boxing? Where's he ranked at?
Who?
I don't think he ranked, man.
Where's he
I'm
ranked
not going to have a conversation about Jake Paul. He's a wrestler.
Yo. Only thing I'll speak upon Jake Paul on is regarding how he promotes them women. He does right by them women.
That's it.
I cannot hate him.
He sells his pay-per-views, but I look at that more of a circus than an actual Tank Davis versus Frank Martin. Like, I'm not going to compare Jake Paul and Tyson Fury's brother. That's not real to me. That's just wrestling.
I never watched a Jake Paul fight. I saw a highlight of one of his fights. I've never watched a Jake Paul.
So
why, Free? Why are you a hater? Why didn't you watch?
It's not a fight. I'm not paying to see nothing like that.
Right. I stream that kind of stuff, that wrestling.
I sure was about to watch Tyson whoop up on him, though. I was about to watch that.
I watched it because I wanted to see him fight somebody that boxed, but clearly the Fury brother, he might as well join wrestling too.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about the Fury brother, but I don't believe Tyson's getting paid to take a dive.
I don't even want to talk about that fight because it's not real to me. It's just.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever going to happen.
It gives me a headache.
But I mean, so be it. I mean, if comic books sell better than novels, we gotta go on and go with it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but if you think because that is a statement that can be true, that takes the scale of boxing.
No, if you say Logan Paul made $38 million off of boxing, Tank Davis did that in one fight.
Jake Paul.
No, he said Logan Paul made $38 million off of boxing. Tank Davis
even better than that, he got somebody else more than that. Oh no, almost that. And they ain't done numbers since. They ain't done. If Ryan was the reason, how come them niggas ain't let that damn pay-per-view count go? How come he had fought Duarte on regular TV?
You know that Ryan carried that fight, man. What are you doing?
Ryan carried the fight. So what would be legit numbers for this fight that we just witnessed this week?
Hold up.
This is two brothers.
Hold up. I'm not even going on that. This man said Tank Davis turned down 2 shots at undisputed Haney and Josh Taylor. First of all, he didn't turn down Haney. Haney had a fight. He didn't turn down Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor had a fight. So where did he turn it down at? They both had fights when they offered it to Tank Davis. They both had fights lined up.
Yeah, I can't argue that.
Yeah, and we already did.
I mean, just Timothy, why don't you come up here on the panel and express how you really feel about Javante? I mean, I like Javante. I give him his credit. You seem to have like some kind of animosity. I don't want to call it animosity because this is boxing talk. But why don't you come up here and just say
you got
a little piece?
You got a little disdain for the man Tank. You got a little bit of disdain.
We're gonna drop the link, man.
I like Devin Haney. I like Josh Taylor. But both of them guys had a fight when they offered to fight the Tank Davis. They had a fight.
But don't get me wrong, Timothy. I understand where you're coming from. I do want to see Tank fight people greater than Frank Martin. I understand where you're coming from. He's just starting to pick up steam, but give him some chance. Let's see who he picks next. If he picks somebody,
but by that same token,
if he picks somebody that we don't approve of, trust me, we're gonna get on him up here.
But by that same token, though, the people who you say he should be fighting, who the fudge are they fighting? Let me know.
Yeah, Timothy, that's another one. If you don't want to get up on the panel, maybe you can, maybe you can't. Type in the chat. Who do you give me your? Okay, let's make a list of just 3 fighters so we can make it easy. Who is your 1, 2, and 3 in any order? Who do you think he should pick out of? Me, I can do that easily, and I'm sure Free and BVO and Thomas can. So, what do you say?
Teo, Puerto Rican.
I would love for it to be Teo next. I'm telling you right now, Teo think he gonna be facing a Mickey Freaky Steve Claggett in the ring when he get in the ring with Tank. Nah.
He said, "I don't like Tank's resume. He's been
so whose resume do you like at that around that weight class? Who's been putting it on? Who's been giving you fights that you like?
Hold on. You got to understand what you're saying when you said it, because you can't say Shakur got a better resume than him. Shakur he ain't fight number 2, maybe 3 people. If you want to give him 3, he fought 2, maybe 3.
One coming off the start.
That's all he fought. You can't say they're going. Frank Martin got a better resume than him. Frank Martin ain't fight nobody until he fought Tank. You can't say Ryan Garcia got a better resume than him. Ryan Garcia only fought 2 people. Teo ain't got a better resume than him. Some people give him a better resume. I don't say he has a better resume. Me personally, I don't. He fought 2 people. 2. Loma.
All of them only fought 2 people, just about.
Devin, Lomachenko, and Teo.
Teo, Devin, and Loma has better resumes than Tank.
Loma is the only one that has a better resume. Loma is the only one that has a better resume.
I gotta give him Loma because he still got he got Gary Russell up there. That's he got
Gary Russell, he got Rigondeaux, he got Devin, he got Teo.
Lomachenko is a no-brainer.
Loma lost to
but let's because I guess he ducked Loma too. So we got Loma himself coming out and saying he never wanted to fight Tank.
No, when you talk about resume, it's not a matter of who you beat. It's a matter of who's on it. When you talk about legacy, that's who you beat. But when we talk about resume, it's who's on your resume. Like Manny Pacquiao, he has a hell of a resume. He didn't beat everybody on his resume, but
he got a hell of a resume though. Yeah, you ain't know about that.
Great resume.
It's about who's on it. It's not about who you beat. It's about who's on it.
Sean Porter, great resume.
He fought those individuals. It's not about who he beat. It's about who he fought. Now, when you talk about legacy, then you talk about who did he beat. That's where the legacy comes from. But resume, Lomachenko has a better resume.
Devin, hell no.
I'll give you.
You can argue Devin, but
you can argue Devin Haney.
But I don't.
So on the basis of Lomachenko,
no,
that's it.
Because
it ain't the nigga that Maxie Hughes washed up by 11-1.
Well,
it ain't him.
He got Lomachenko, Ryan, and Regis is pretty solid competitors as far as resume.
See, and that's another thing. The names being on there don't also say where they at in their career.
It don't matter, Tommy. The name's on there.
What you mean don't matter? So if Muhammad Ali step in the ring with somebody and they whoop on him right now, hey, I got Muhammad Ali on my
I don't know
resume.
about that.
Trevor
Like,
Burbick made
I'm not
career
gonna
off
call it
that.
trash.
Like I said,
resume
resume is who you got on there. But when you start talking about the legacy, then you start talking about, okay, who you beat, how, what time frame did you beat them in? Were they at the end of their career? Were they at the beginning of their career? Were they in their prime? That's where the legacy comes in at. Now, yeah, that's why I say Canelo, he has a hell of a resume because all those fighters are on his resume. But when we talk about legacy, then you start talking about the time frame that he fought those guys that's on his resume. That's when you start talking about the legacy.
Well, see, that statement right there is a good statement right there. Because the people that you said got a better resume than him, they on the list. And they're coming in succession. It ain't no damn JoJo Diaz coming up from 26. It ain't no damn Cambosis where they found in a back alley who got lucky one night because Theo wife was getting handled one night at a party over at ESPN. It ain't
crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, it none of them. Ain't no fillers. He's coming straight back to back. Your boy Tio gonna be on there, BVO. Your boy Devin gonna be up on there, Timothy Taylor. Lomachenko gonna be up on there. Shakur gonna be up on there.
Lomachenko might be next. We're gonna see how bad Lomachenko
because he's pretty much engaging in talk with you. So he says Tank been a pro for 11 years, and the best fighter he's fought is a prospect who only fought 2 12-round fights in Frank Martin.
Frank Martin ain't a prospect. First of all, Frank Martin was a mandatory to Shakur and Tank. He was a mandatory to both of them. He's not a prospect. So you say he was a prospect, but he wasn't. A lot of people that I know of, when the Frank Martin and Shakur fight was talking about being made, everybody was like, "Oh, that's a great fight." Now all of a sudden, he's a prospect because Tank Davis knocked him out. No, y'all can't have it both ways. Either he's a good fighter or he's not a good fighter. You can't have it.
He's a good fighter in my eyes.
Lomachenko?
No, Frank Martin.
Frank Martin definitely a good fighter, but
Lomachenko's a decent guy. Lomachenko.
No. Lomachenko's he's a great fighter. Yeah. Even in his advanced age, ain't nobody got the best of him. Nobody. But when he steps in that ring with Tank, he's getting sparked out.
Yeah, it's gonna be good, and he's gonna be turning and showing Tank angles until he gets cracked, and then if Luke Campbell can put him down, I can only imagine what Gervonta Davis would do to him.
Hold on. He said Tank Davis' next fight is going to be the winner of El Rayo versus Pitbull. First of all, El Rayo ain't fighting Pitbull. Second of all,
wait, I thought they were fighting.
Oh yeah, that's right. They are fighting. They fighting on the Bud Crawford card. Second of all, didn't they say that when he was fought Frank Martin? They said he was going to fight either El Rayo or Pitbull Cruz. Then they said that.
That's what they
said. I'm not fighting Pitbull Cruz. He said, I'm not rematching him. I beat that man with one hand. I'm not rematching.
Give him a rematch, Cruz. Give him a rematch.
Well, if the people's demand for it, then I'm sure people keep saying Pitbull, but nobody's screaming Pitbull. People saying Shakur, Devin.
Ain't nobody saying Pitbull. It's the Tank haters. Okay. That's who he's going to fight. Ain't nobody saying they want to see that. They saying Tank is going to take that fight. But Tank telling y'all, I don't want that fight. And Bob said they've been talking about making Lomachenko and Tank Davis for a couple of weeks now. We're going to see how bad Loma really want that fight. Because Bob said they've been talking about making that fight. Bob want that money. He see all that money Tank is bringing in. He want that money. We're going to see how bad Loma want that fight.
And he's willing to sacrifice any one of his fighters for it.
Well, I think he's willing to sacrifice Loma because Loma ain't going to be fighting too much longer.
I think he'll throw him in there with Tio.
I think he don't like Tio, so I would imagine he'd do that.
Then that goes back to my point. I think he'll sacrifice any one of his 35-pounders for Gervonta.
But the thing is, like, what he really covets more than anything is the belts, and I don't think he really wants to get rid of the hardware. So that's where the problems come.
I don't care that the Mexicans said that Pitbull won against Tank Davis. The judges said he didn't. He didn't.
But did your eyes see it, though? What did your eyes say? Because I saw the fight.
His line eyes told him Pitbull won. That's what his line.
So if you believe Pitbull won, that's fine. They'll rematch that, and then you will be justified, right? Because he beat him. He beat him already. You need to rematch him.
If
While Pitbull Cruz has had some solid performances in his last couple of fights, I wouldn't be so mad. I don't want to see it next, but I wouldn't be so mad for a rematch with that. Not
Yeah, at the
Pitbull
end
seems
of it,
like
he could rematch him and Ryan at the end of it.
he seems like he's getting a little bit better. I still don't really like Pitbull Cruz because he doesn't have much skill, but he's getting like he's been entertaining in his last couple of fights.
So you got El Rayo beating Pitbull, though, right?
In
Me?
his last fight. No,
Yeah.
Rayo gets stopped. Rayo gets stopped.
No, I'm not. I wouldn't pick against Pitbull against El Rayo. I mean, El Rayo got a good chance to win, but I just think
Ain't El Rayo like 5'11"?
No,
yeah. No, he's not. I don't know if he's that tall, but he's a linky fighter. He's a linky in 35.
Like 5'9".
El Rayo gets stopped versus Pitbull. Watch what I tell you.
Yeah,
he's getting sparked. He's getting sparked. I know he's getting sparked.
I wouldn't pick El Rayo to win that fight.
Crush, my God.
Shout out to Crush.
He's getting stopped in 7.
Yeah.
He said Pitbull wins by knockout. Brother Naeem said that.
That's universal, man. I think your boy gets hit too damn much, and Pitbull don't get hit a lot.
Right.
And
I don't have El Rayo beating Cruz.
El Rayo
stoppage in there.
No defense. None.
No. But I want to ask this. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Prize. My bad. After you, I'm gonna ask this.
I was just trying to make lay out the carpet for Crush to jump in. And I was asking him, did he have a stoppage in that fight between Pitbull Cruz and El Rayo?
Yeah, between 5 and 7.
Yeah,
I see it the same way.
I can see. I would not be surprised if that happened. I wouldn't.
No, El Rayo has absolutely no defense at all.
Yeah, he keeps that chin straight up in the air.
You don't know shit about boxing.
But since you do,
if Chris Colbert had more power, he would have stopped El Rayo in both of those fights.
Yeah, I agree. But that second fight, he looked bad in that one. He had my man butt stuck all up in the air. Yo, BVO.
El Rayo realized that he ain't had no power. He wasn't to be scared of no more.
Now Timothy says this. He says Pitbull's going to call out Tank after he knocks out El Rayo. As long as the Mexican fans demand the rematch, PBC is going to make it.
No, they're not, because the PBC don't make Tank's fight. Tank makes his own fight. He's his own promoter.
Timothy Taylor, who do you believe is Tank's biggest matchup that will generate the biggest buzz, the biggest pull, bring in the biggest numbers?
In a way.
I was about to say either in a way or maybe Teofimo Lopez. I think that would be a matchup.
So I think along those lines, and I think those fights happen as his last couple of fights. You know what I'm saying? I think he'll roll. If he gets a rematch for Ryan, it'll be at the end. If he gets a rematch for Pitbull, it'll be at the end. If he fights anyway, it will be the end.
No, I'm telling
and
you.
Tio will be close in there in that range too, because Tio ain't jumping in the ring to fight him no time soon. He know he's getting sparked.
Tio is not a big seller. He's not a big seller. I witnessed it the Saturday before last when I saw the Puerto Rican Prince, Xander, outsell Tio.
Yo, wait a minute! And didn't you talking about pay-per-view?
No,
or just in selling out.
Just in that arena.
Hey, Shakur Stevenson outsells him.
Yeah.
So
he's a Puerto Rican. What do you mean?
Tio's not a big seller.
It's two Puerto Rican.
He ain't Puerto Rican. Why you keep doing that?
No, his father's Puerto Rican. What are you talking about?
No, I don't care if he's Puerto Rican or not. That has nothing to do with
man. That nigga Tio go to his own hometown and he don't sell out, bro. What's up with that?
No, I'm gonna put it like this: Shakur Stevenson, he may be Puerto Rican, whatever you want to call him. There's more blacks that come to his fights than Puerto Rican.
Yeah,
why he got the Puerto Rican flag on his trunks?
It doesn't matter. There's more blacks come to his fight than Puerto Rican.
But he need to start catering to his Puerto Rican heritage, man, so he can get more fans to come.
Man, that boy is black.
That is part of his heritage.
If they wanted to promote him as a Puerto Rican star so bad, they should have put him on
the
card for Puerto Rican Day Parade.
So Tank versus Devin Haney will bring the biggest numbers
No way.
Yeah.
because of the dislike and the trash talk.
I think that would be a massive
No,
fight. I would agree.
I think it
So
would
you
be
think that would sell more than a rematch with Ryan Garcia?
No, Ryan killed Tank. Nothing sells more than
Probably not.
So
I don't think that's a
so
big.
neither one of those fighters that Tank is quote unquote ducking running from, and they giving you the best fights, and Tank is fighting bums, gonna give you the numbers that you know gonna generate head turners. But he's still gonna fight them. He just gonna fight them next, and he gonna take them up out of there. And once he gets them up out of there, he's going after the big money fight, and
Listen,
ultimately concluding hopefully with that Inoue fight. Because I heard so many people say Inoue pissing on Tank with skill, and we gonna find out.
listen. They
Anyway,
say
just got dropped in his
they
last
say
fight.
Devin is a big fight with Tank Davis. Do you realize Devin just fought Ryan Garcia? That fight didn't do well. It did. They was claiming, Ryan made $40 million. Devin made $40 million. Why they haven't got their money yet? If they quote unquote made $40 million, they ain't getting no money yet. So I want
Oscar said they lost money.
where they money come, where that $40 million come from? They ain't get nothing yet. They don't know how much they made. They ain't get nothing yet.
I don't understand why them boys ain't been paid yet. That's like
That shit flopped. That's why they ain't been paid yet.
Because the back end didn't generate like they thought it
It
would.
don't matter. They supposed to get paid.
They got paid their guarantee.
I paid the guarantee. They didn't get that back end money because that shit flopped.
They didn't get that 50 and 30 something million that they were purporting that they got, like Tank got him. He was purporting numbers that Tank got him. That nigga had 2 fights after that Tank fight. They ain't do ish. But he was the nigga that brought the numbers. Make that ish make sense to me.
It's hard.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I think Tank Davis versus Loma is going to sell more than Tank Davis versus Devin Haney.
And Shakur.
Because y'all got to understand, they fighting to the same fan base, the blacks. They fighting to the same fan base. Now it's going to do well.
Yeah,
but
it's going to do well because of Tank.
The numbers that Loma and Tank Davis is doing. I'm telling you because a lot of people been wanting to see Loma and Tank Davis for years. Even though Loma took off.
You know what? For all the hate out there with Oscar paid them bums that money, man.
You said what?
Can we please stop the Oscar De La Hoya hate? Oscar them bums that money. They didn't do nothing, man. We got to stop the Oscar De La Hoya hate. They said somebody saying Oscar snitched that money up. No. He paid him, man. Oscar paid them bums.
Nah, Bill could have.
You might have sniffed the money up. I don't know.
I don't care.
Bill could have.
They should pay them boys, man.
Oscar's always done good business.
Yeah, but I don't think they still generate as much sales as Loma Tank. I think they do better than Devin in the Tank, but I don't think they do better than Loma and Tank.
I ain't mad at that.
Nope.
But I want to see the fight because Shakur said he promised that he gonna go up in there and Sonny. I like that talk.
I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, I love that talk.
I don't know if Shakur want that. After he saw what Tank Davis did to Frank Martin, I don't know if Shakur want that. And if Tank Davis go out there and smoke Loma, I think Shakur gonna run. I think he's gonna run and say, well, it's a big fight when it's for undisputed.
See, this is where I struggle though, D3, man. Like, why would Bob sacrifice his leverage? His leverage is the belts. Why would he not make the fights amongst them all? He got 3 of the belts.
Because the money is where the heart is. You can have 3 of the belts all you want. If they ain't generating no money, I don't care. I keep trying to tell y'all, the belts don't fucking matter. I've been trying to tell y'all that. The belts don't matter.
They matter to him, though.
I disagree with that.
No, the belts don't matter. It's the money that matters. You can have the belt. Oh, yeah, we got the champions over here. Yeah, you got a champion. But Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia did 1.2 and there was no belt on the line.
That's a fact. I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I still am not going to put that narrative out there in the atmosphere about the belts don't matter because I absolutely think they matter. But now when you get to a certain stop, what I think Mean free is like once you get to a certain status, the belts don't matter. Yeah, but
No, he mean when it's the bottom line of it.
until
They
then, the belts they gotta matter. There's no way.
the bottom line is how much can they draw in off that fight.
No, the belts only matter to the promoters to say they got a champion on their stable. That's the only reason.
Well, I'm thinking the fighters want to be called world champions.
Yeah, the fighters do want to be called world champions.
Yeah, they do.
When I say the belts don't matter, I'm talking about for me. Them belts don't matter. I want to see the best fight.
That's more clear then, because I don't want the fans listening thinking that we up here or you're up here saying I want you to make it clear. If they don't matter to you,
to some of the fighters, the belts don't matter because
that's fine too. That's your opinion. I just want you to make it clear of what you're saying. That's all.
No, to some of the fighters, the belts don't matter neither because you can have the belt, Russell, and still not get the fights that you want. You got a belt, you can't get the fight. So it still doesn't matter if you got a belt or not. As I said, the belts don't matter. Canelo got all the belts. He don't want to fight his number one contender.
And they need to start taking them.
The man about to drop a belt.
Why are you saying all this hating stuff about Canelo, bro?
He's about to drop a belt because he don't want to fight.
Hate, BVO? How's that hate? How's that hate? When
I've never heard you since you've been on the show say one nice thing about Canelo, man.
What?
The man is about to
say nothing about him,
because he don't want to fight his number one.
You talk about him like a dog, man. It's crazy.
Never do I talk about him like a dog.
I do.
You don't talk about,
I just told you. I think he.
You don't talk about him being the king of boxing. It's crazy, bro.
I don't care.
How about
I
that?
do. I don't
talk
care.
about him like a
Man
dog.
scared to fight number one contenders. If he's a coward, he's a coward. I don't care how nobody feel about it. That's how I feel about him. He's a damn coward. He don't want to fight
Can I ask you guys a question?
He's a complete sucker, man. He's a complete sucker.
Hey, Crush, let me ask you this, man. What you think about Canelo?
Wrong one.
That's definitely the wrong one.
Crush, what you think about Canelo, man?
You must don't hear Crush in the morning.
What I think about Canelo?
Yeah, give me your honest opinion. Don't give me no hate. Give me your honest opinion.
I don't never give hate, bro. What are you talking about?
I'm saying I want your honest opinion.
The opposite of how you feel about him.
Oh, the floor is yours. What do you think about King Canelo? Floor is yours.
I mean, Canelo's Canelo. He's good, but you know, what else does he need to say? You got to help.
Hey, now you heard it from the OG. The OG said Canelo is
I ain't done.
Undisputed champion.
Let him finish.
Let me finish, man.
I'll go ahead.
Where your man is at? You know, got a hell of a resume, a lot of big names. The downside to that, a lot of those big names he fought when he was out of the prime. He just happened to be one of those guys that can box, but the best and bigger names, they wasn't at their prime. Some his fault, some not. But he'd be a Hall of Famer, but to give him any more praise than that, no. You know, he's good. He's done what he's done. And might get his ass whipped soon. It's very possible. But if he ain't fighting David Benavidez, I don't give a damn what he does next, because that's all I want to see. I don't want to see him fight no Terrence Crawford. I don't want to see that as much as I like Bud. Don't want to see that people will make an excuse of Bud Wilder. I don't want to see none of that. If he ain't fighting Benavidez, I don't want to hear nothing about Canelo. He ain't getting no more praise until he fights David Benavidez. And that's how I feel.
And you know what? On that note, man, I want to say, man.
Yeah, you tell him to Yeah. You got to call him that. Respect. Because he won all the titles.
My bad, y'all. I want to thank everybody for coming through. Salute to my man, the Puerto Rican Prince. Salute to my man, Prize Fighter, a.k.a. Chala, Mr. Colors Only.
Yep.
And definitely salute to my guy, the unbiased OG, who just gave Canelo his props, man. My guy, crushed the legend. And don't forget about the philosopher, a.k.a. Tank Davis's right-hand man. But I'm going to tell you this, man. Salute to everybody, man. Get ready for the Rise podcast. And we gone, y'all. Peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We really boxing. Who wanted the baddest? Let's see.
Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO. This how it's finna go. I'ma throw some jabs. Make them think my punch is weaker than I hook his ass. This the ring, not the kitchen, but I'ma cook his ass. Me and him, that's the pro versus the rookie class. All my life I had to fight, but I still love it. Me and BVO got moves that you can't steal from us. And these haters be throwing shots, but I don't feel nothing. I ain't gonna lie, shit, they alright, but we a little rough for stepping for the title and facial rival. This ain't no little tussle. Bet I be no bird being